Back on Inside Tennessee with two local lawmakers wrapping up the session that was this year. John?
Gloria, Dr. Briggs, let's shift to talking about what's been the huge topic for the last few weeks, which is abortion. And we had a bill which kind of popped up all of a sudden, I think, if I've got this correct, and you all will straighten me out, in regards to the abortion pill and access to it through the mail. Can you clarify your thoughts on that and what's going to happen next from a legislative point of view, if you think of anything coming from Tennessee? Gloria, I'll start with you.
Well, I absolutely voted against that. I think that's one of the ways we went backwards on health care as well this year. We tout telemedicine, and this is an incredibly safe procedure, all of those things. But again, we're targeting women and targeting women's reproductive health. And there is no reason for it. It takes us backwards when it comes to health care. And I absolutely did not support this legislation. You know, everyone else can get the medicine that they need through telehealth, but we're going to limit what women are able to do, and I absolutely don't support that at all.
Dr. Briggs, what about you?
I supported the bill, and I've said again and again in the legislatures that the legislature shouldn't be practicing medicine. What this bill does is just absolutely, in my opinion, destroys the doctor-patient relationship. Yes, the pills... And I'm just to make it absolutely clear, I'm a right-to-life person. How can a physician not be right to life? But I want to say about the pill is that when you're getting on the internet, I don't know who these doctors are. I know, yes, maybe they'll have to have a Tennessee license, but there is no procedure that's absolutely 100% safe. And there are women that will have an incomplete evacuation of the products of conception, that can get fevers, they can get sick, and they can get septic and die from that. There's women that are going to have excessive bleeding, and that is awful difficult to treat.
It also sounded like, I was going to say,
I tell them that's why you need to have a doctor, and it needs to be a face-to-face relationship.
This sounded like it was going to be tough to regulate this too, to apply this law.
Well, it would be tough to apply, but you know, but we do have limits on what people can do by telemedicine. But I just think that doctor-patient relationship is very important. Particularly, who's going to give the woman? A lot of times after women have abortion, there can be these this mental process that they go through. Part of it's hormonal, and part of it is the fact that they did lose a baby. Is that going to be taken care of by telemedicine? You need that doctor-patient relationship if you're going to do something like an abortion.
Susan?
Yeah, I want to talk about some positive things that happened during the session. $300 million in tax cuts. We're going to have a month's sales tax withholding on groceries, a holiday on groceries. And then we have something to do with the vehicle registrations. They're not going to charge a fee for that.
Yeah.
So talk about that, Dr. Briggs. I assume that's something you did support. And when is this holiday on sales?
But you're right, is that, right now we have a lot of our citizens because of inflation and because of what all is going on that are really getting squeezed. Try to think of something that we could do to help them. I think that the grocery sales tax respite that we're going to have in August of this year will help. But also what you were referring to the licenses is that right now the state portion of the tax on when you get your new driver's plate or your
Oops, we lost Dr. Briggs.
$29.
There it is.
And for every
Just lost him a bit. But Gloria, let's pick up with you because I think we still have your signal. I saw you tweet out just a reality check on the grocery tax. Explain that and why you were saying that. And Dr. Briggs, we'll get back to you in just a second.
Okay.
Absolutely. Absolutely. The reality is that what we're doing is doing a one-time in the month of August, $15 to $20 relief for a family. That's the thing that we're crowing about. $15 to $20 for a family, a one-time in August, and about a $24 one-time relief on a license plate. We have states all across this country giving checks of $500 and $800 back to constituents, and we're giving a total of maybe $40 to Tennessee families while we give great tax credits and tax breaks to internet companies and providers and those sorts of things, instead of getting that money back to Tennessee families. And we have passed the biggest budget in Tennessee history, and yet we're hoarding this money and not getting back to the Tennessee taxpayers who deserve it.
Your response to that criticism, Dr. Briggs?
I realize that, to some people, $40, $50, I don't know what it's going to be. It could very well be a lot more than that. But I still think that anything that you can do to help people by cutting their taxes, by taking the tax off of the license plates, whatever, tries to give some relief to the people. What people also need are good jobs, and we're doing that in Tennessee. We haven't talked about the Blue Oval City out in West Tennessee. We haven't talked about all the jobs. If you really want to do something for Tennessee families, is you have a business environment where these large, high-paying jobs are coming in. I just heard that down in yesterday. I heard that in Chattanooga they're going to hire an additional 1,000 people. High-paying jobs with benefits is how you really help Tennessee families, and you do that by having a tax structure that's business friendly.
Dr. Briggs, we appreciate your time, Senator in the State Senate. Representative Johnson, always great to see you as well. Thank you both for the short conversation, and we'll see you again soon. And we'll be back on Inside Tennessee right after this.